Oh, there.
No, you don't need yours.
Oh.
Unless we open up the phone lines, which I don't know if I want to do yet. And good evening, Darkness Live Tribe. How is everyone doing tonight? Happy Labor Day.
You caught me with my drinking hand. I'm telling you, I drink this stuff enough that it's like, man, I should get like reimbursed by
No,
hey.
we are not sponsored, by the way. But
No.
if Bai wants to sponsor us, hey, we're open to talk. So.
BAI by. Oh my God, it's so good. But it's funny because most people who still consume like sugar probably would not like it. Because I know when I first tried it, I was like, I don't know if I can handle this stuff.
I don't think I've ever actually tasted this.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of coconut water, but
taste the source of where that drink idea came from for me.
That's not bad.
Hell no, it's really good.
That's not bad at all.
Hey, Sheila. Sheila's watching. Kenna's watching. Tiffany. Good captain. The captain is on.
Captain Carl.
Captain's on. Well, it's Monday. We made it through Monday, although today's Monday was not hard to get through considering we had an amazing weekend. We got to get out of town for a few days, and it was much, much overdue.
Yes.
Very much overdue.
It was really, really nice to get out and unplug and not fucking worry about the phone for a
I
change.
know, because where we went,
shit.
where we went, there's literally like two little spots that there's service, and so one in a window, like really, really very teeny tiny spot in a window that you can't move the phone from, or at the tippy top of a hill. Hey Ben's watching.
What's up, Ben?
Yeah. So, anyways, we had an amazing time. Found some really cool hagstones. Actually, I should have brought them out here. Yes, Kenna, that's right. I found some hagstones. I took Kenna's advice on where to go look. Kenna, you were right. Down by the creek, I found quite a few. Well, not quite a few. Actually, I found how many hagstones did I find? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. I think I found 5. Those of you who are not sure what a hagstone is, it's basically a rock with a natural hole in it. And to those of you who are familiar with hagstones, I have yet to find any of the fae looking through one, but I'm not giving up hope on that. So maybe sometime it'll work, right?
Yeah.
You never know. So what's going on with you today?
Well, it's always funny because as amazing as the weekend was, it seems like vacation, any kind of vacation is always like this. As amazing as the weekend was, it feels like I have to come home and go back to work to get any rest.
And even then you don't rest.
Yeah. I mean,
Ain't no rest for the wicked.
It's I
I actually listened to that song, Cage the Elephant, What is it? No Rest for the Wicked.
Yeah.
So they have some really great songs.
Yeah.
I think. Please forgive me if I butcher this, but are they the ones that sing the song called "Cigarette Daydream"? Is that Cage the Elephant? Do you know? You don't know. Okay. Well, that's okay. Well, if they are the ones who sing Cigarette Daydream, I love that song. So, anyways, yeah. Okay. So what are we talking about tonight?
Well, hell, I don't know. I mean, I'm just kind of shooting from the hip. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Yeah, So...
I do know one thing. One thing's for sure. One of these days when we're over at the farm, we have got to
cherry, Sheila, I didn't realize they had a cherry one. I've never seen cherry flavored
I haven't
by.
either.
Wow, I've tried the Sheila, I've tried the watermelon, which I like. I can't do the pomegranate, man. The pomegranate is too intense for me. But I do like the pineapple, the coconut, and the watermelon. I've never tried the blueberry. I don't know that I would like the blueberry, actually, but that's okay. So we actually get to announce who our winner is for our new slogan contest.
In a minute.
In a minute. Oh, we're going to make you guys be
You
patiently wait.
got it. Yeah, you're
Patiently
gonna have to
waiting.
be patient with us.
Yes.
Because
Although I have to say we had quite a few amazing entries, and it was actually...
it was kind of a tough choice.
It was kind of a
Not
tough
kind of. It
call.
was a tough choice. It was a really tough choice, actually.
Yeah. There was, I would say there was 4 that really, I was like, oh my God, I can't even pick. So he made a list, I made a list, then we compared the lists, and then we both had 2 on the same list, and then of those 2, it took us a while to decide,
yeah.
but we finally picked one that we felt was really good
Really
for...
just kind of had to go any, meeny, miny, mo, with it.
Yeah.
Flip a coin type thing, because...
But thank you to everybody who participated.
Yes, thank you all so
Thank
much. It was
very much for I say fur a lot instead of but I don't say them. One of the girls.
You sound like one of them down there Texans. Fur.
Well, I am half.
It's a fur piece.
I am half.
Is it a fur piece?
I don't know, but I am half Texan. Does that count? I'm 50%. I'm 50% Texan. What can I say?
So, because it is just me and Steph on here tonight, and we don't have another guest to pick on tonight.
Well, we just kind of figured...
We're going to be hitting the drinking game hard tonight, the Tipsy Tavern drinking game.
You're going to be hitting the...
You guys are going to have to help me stay on track, because I guarantee it's going to be... And for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, the Tipsy Tavern drinking game is one that we came up with because conversations between Steph and I tend to, what's the word I'm looking at, migrate a lot. We change subject a lot.
Not one world. One word, squirrel.
And so we came up with this drinking game. We call it the Tipsy Tavern drinking game after our Darkness Tavern Drunk Paranormal show.
Which, by the way, it's coming up quick.
There's another one.
It is. It's coming up quick.
So basically, the rules are every time she changes the subject,
or you change the subject.
I'm getting to that.
Okay.
Every time she changes the subject, I have to drink. If I change the subject, I have to drink twice. Either way, I'm screwed.
I think that I'm starting to rub off on you, because it seems like you're doing it almost as much as me now. So yeah. But hey, just a quick little thing coming up in the future.
She's gonna have me drunk before we even get to the good stuff tonight.
Well, what can I say? You're a fun drunk. I don't get drunk anymore, so just saying. Can you imagine now? If I had? I know. I know.
Geez.
It's in my nature. But I do love them White Russians. What can I say?
Yeah. You can't finish one, though.
No, but they're still good. They're still really
I think I've
good.
seen you finish one once, and I had to carry you to bed.
What? I deny it. I deny that. No, I won't. I won't deny it. I won't deny it. So,
Excuse me.
so coming up really quickly, it's going to be here before we know it. So those of you who have children, my heart goes out to everybody. The beginning tomorrow, school starts for us, for all of our children, and
Yep.
we did opt to do the remote learning. So just cross your fingers for us, so we have it all figured out. Guys, it's the night before school starts, and I'm still like, what's gonna happen here? Because totally not. But that's all right. I'll be at work. Jeremiah will be the one doing school.
Right?
But it'll be okay.
Yeah.
We're going to get through it.
One
One Zoom meeting at a time. You know, my daughter was like, does that mean I have to put on real pants or can I wear pajama pants? I'm like, man, that's such a Bella thing to say. Speaking of Bella, my baby turns 11 tomorrow. One of my
811.
babies. I know. I can't believe she's going to be 11, guys. Like, she's still as short as she was when she was 8, but hey, she, bless her heart, she's not growing, like, at all. But anyway, so coming up real quick, we've got Darkness Tavern with Max and Jamie and Jake, and our amazing friend Lena will be our guest. And once again, she's bringing the Lena, what do we even gonna call? She's bringing all that encompasses Lena.
Yeah.
She's bringing her crystal ball. She's bringing her coins. She's bringing her cards, tarot cards. She's
Yeah.
bringing, Tiffany, I will tell Bella happy birthday. And Sheila, I will tell her happy birthday. I just cannot believe and she loves the Baby Yoda. And so kind of, everything she wants is Baby Yoda themed, which I have stuck to my guns this year, and Jeremiah and I decided for this year we're just going to give them each money, both the girls money. And so when I say both the girls, Melanie's birthday was August 28th and Bella's is September 8th, and so we always their choice like to celebrate their birthdays together, and so they're each getting an envelope of money from us, which it's killing me because anybody who knows me, I love to buy gifts for people, but I have not bought one gift for
I'm
either
proud
girl.
of her.
He really didn't
I think
think
I'm about 3 drinks behind now, though.
he really didn't think I was going to be able to not buy them a gift, but I have stuck to it this time, and I haven't done it. So there, that is.
It really is surprising.
I know.
One of these days.
Although we
Okay.
haven't made it to tomorrow yet.
This is true. I'm not entirely sure. I didn't see what all you snuck in the door with a while ago when you and Linda
None
went
of
to
it
the
was.
store.
None of it was. Although kudos to Dollar Tree because man, they had some really cool wine glasses and like Sugar Skull wine glasses that were glass, Sugar Skull coffee mugs that were ceramic. Dollar Tree has got some cool stuff, man, for $1. $1.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Very cool.
Sheila said her daughter is going to school every day. She's a freshman. So just some outside circumstances, we opted, all of us parents, when I say all of us, we co-parent with 4 other parents. And so we all opted to, we all opted for the remote learning this year, see how it goes. We can always, send them after, the first semester or whatever, but yeah, I'm confident in our decision, aren't you?
Yes, yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's the best one. And we've got a drink of White Russian, and that will catch you up. I wish I had one to drink. I really do. I think we have 2 kids in particular. We have a lot of kids, guys. We have a lot of kids.
Yeah, we more than doubled ourselves for society.
So, but anyway, we've got 2 kids in particular that I still
More
am
than tripled,
fairly-
actually.
And fairly, I really fairly well believe they're
going to
2
thrive.
of these guys in particular will probably
Girls.
do better.
2 of the girls. Yeah.
Well, I call them all guys.
Well, that's true.
I'm an asshole that way, but
You're compensating for the fact you wanted more boys.
well, no comment.
Speaking of babies.
Let me catch up.
Oh my God, guys. We have some really, really good news. And fuck no, I'm not pregnant. No. It's not me.
No. No.
But speaking of babies, you say it.
Well, okay, hang on. Before we get into that, let me do something here.
Oh, okay. I'll talk while you're doing that. I know exactly what he's doing right now. Where was I going with this?
One of these days over at the farm, we really need to take all of our equipment over and set it up and do a full-on. I see crazy shit every time we're over there, multiple times.
Speaking of crazy shit, last night, I didn't even tell you about this. So when we were, what were we doing? So we took a tent over there and we attempted to stay in the tent. We ended up back in the house. Anyways, but we tried. It just didn't work out last night, or the night before actually, which bummer, but it just didn't work out. Anyway, so in one of the times that I was not in the tent and I was about to go up the stairs into the house. Remember a while ago when we were there and I saw that like white thing back along the fence line and did a double take? Mm-hmm. I saw it again. And my God, did I get an eerie feeling. Yes.
You know what's over there?
No.
It's the gate that opens into the drive to the old house. Remember before the bridge washed out? That gate's over there that used to go down to that bridge where the bridge that washed out.
Oh, the way we used to years
to go
ago.
over to the old house.
Anyways, I saw that thing, and that's why I don't know if you noticed, but I kept shining my flashlight kind of back that way. That's the reason why I did that, because I was like, okay, sorry, I just about died there for a second. So earlier, after I took a shower, which I finally feel human again after 4 days of not actually getting to take a actual shower.
Proper shower, sponge bath.
Yep, sponge bath. It's just not the same. Bella, I shit you not, Bella was standing in the bathroom talking to me, and I looked over at her, and I swear to God, a kid walked right behind her, and I thought it was Lennon. And I said, did Lennon just go into his room? And she went out and looked. She goes, no, he's on the couch. I said, where's Sophie? She's asleep on the couch. I shit you not. There was a kid. It was a boy that went right quickly past.
Really?
Yeah, it was a boy.
This time.
It was a boy. Yes, it was a boy. And I was
Lena,
like,
are you watching?
Lena's not on right now. Maybe her ears will start burning. It just like maybe an hour before we came on here. I was in the bathroom and a kid like zoomed past like really quick, and I thought, well, maybe I just didn't see it, totally or whatever. But no, there was nobody there. Of course, there was nobody there.
Well, what was it? A couple weeks.
Carl, I need a little blue pill for my mic. It's limp. What can I say?
Well, we're getting that fixed. Here in a couple weeks, we'll have a new mic in for you. We'll actually have about 3 new mics in. So
sweet.
Yeah, and it comes with a new shock mount thing that will.
We've gotten good use out of
better.
it, though. We've gotten really good use out of it, though.
Well, that's obvious. It's kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, drink.
Yeah, just stop.
No, it's like here. What was it? Was the week that we had Casey Hadel on. I think. Yeah, because
she couldn't hear me, and
where our studio is set up, it's in our shop in our backyard, and looking, like in the direction of the camera, we can see a little bit through a window where the air conditioner is of between the yard and the house, or between the shop and the house, and I was sitting here looking, just kind of, we were getting ready to, I think had we just introduced Casey, or I can't remember.
I don't remember. But that was bizarre.
Yeah, we had just introduced her because I had to start the interview while you got up and went and checked because your mic wasn't working right.
That's right. Yeah.
So I really didn't like that. But anyway, you I was sitting here and I swear I thought it was an adult grown man walk past that window going this way, which there's nowhere to go over in that part of the yard.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, there was nobody there.
So if it had come around this way, I'd have seen him through this window. But
there was nobody there.
No, yeah, I mean it was crazy. We get all kinds of crazy.
Hey, while you're doing what you're doing, I want to say this before I forget. So coming up, I'm very excited. Coming up next Monday, we have a lady on. Her name's Tessa. She's amazing. She specializes in like stones, and she specializes in making personalized. Check this out. Based on your zodiac sign, she concocts special like perfumes and oils and stuff specifically for somebody based on their astrology.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a really exciting conversation next
That's
Monday.
Cool.
Yes, and then after that, then we've got Lena the following week. The week after that, we've got Larry. Larry, he designed a tarot deck, and it was my second tarot deck I ever bought. The artwork is amazing. I'm so excited to have him on. Then after Larry,
the deck that you got was just the major arcana, right?
That's all it is. So Larry, his name's Larry Phillips. His tarot deck is literally only the major arcana, which is interesting, and it's really good for somebody who doesn't really know tarot. Like you just learn the major ones and kind of interpret it and stuff. But the art, I love the artwork. I'm super excited. I bought 3 of his postcards the last time we were in Lawrence, and he's from Lawrence actually.
Extremely. I mean, his artwork it's not exactly the same style, but it's very, very earthy and very nature bound and
just the colors, and it's just
on the surface it sounds a lot like on the surface it looks a lot like Michelle's art. Michelle, the artist that we had on last week, except it's a little bit. There's darker background than most of it, and it's very much more earthy and much more nature bound. And it's just I love it. It's amazing.
I was instantly drawn to it, and what was really cool was so they had like the tarot deck, like all face down, and Charles said, "I don't need no cologne. I get enough looks with my kilts." Kilts make more sense for men. Like if you really think about it, they make more sense for men than pants do. Anyways, okay, back on track.
Let's not get off into that. I'm gonna drink a couple on that.
There you go. So
that can go really bad really quick.
But Larry also does other art. So for example, the 3 postcards I bought. Of the tarot deck, the Lover's card, which I bought that one. I think it's incredible looking. Then I also bought the Triple Goddess, the female. I have a feeling everybody watching knows what the Triple Goddess is. And then, the third card, which was my favorite, you pronounce it because I'm gonna fucking butcher it. Cernunnos. Yes, his interpretation of Cernunnos, and there's lots of blacks and blues, and he's the horns, and just I'm very drawn to that. I'm not even sure what he has to do with, but I'm very drawn to it.
A lot of people tried to don't be sorry, Charles.
Oh yeah, no, keep it coming. Keep it coming.
It's just a little bit early in the night. We might
all right.
We might be able to get off on that at some point tonight, but right now it's just a little early. But no, Cernunnos is a lot of people equate him to the horned god, but there's some very real differences. Cernunnos is a lot more, if I understand it right. I'm not a
scholar,
Cernunnos devotee, but if I understand it right, Cernunnos is a lot more earthy than the traditional horned god. He's a lot more masculine, a lot more sexual, a lot more.
So is he who you would see like in stuff for Beltane?
Hell, I don't know.
Okay,
I
okay.
honestly, I don't know.
Gotcha.
I'm not even really sure which culture he stems from.
I feel like he would be like Celtic or something. Maybe
I
not.
honestly, I don't know.
That's just my gut reaction, but
I don't know.
I don't know either. If anybody on here was watching and knows, then please chime in.
But that.
But I am very
that-
drawn. I mean, that I would have a big fucking painting of that postcard on my
Yeah,
wall if I could.
that
I couldn't
artwork
afford
is-
that, but
Yeah, that artwork is absolutely amazing.
yes. So like I said, Larry's going to be on the last Monday of the month. The first Monday in October.
Celtic god of the hunt.
Holy shit! No wonder I'm drawn to him. No wonder I'm drawn to him because people so that would make sense why because my oh my god, my archetype Greek archetype is Artemis, which she's the goddess of the hunt,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you talk about Norse, my archetype would be Scotty, and then who am I missing? Who am I missing? I'm missing somebody.
Well, the Morgan, but that's not really. It doesn't really fall in the same. She doesn't really fall in
Hecate.
the same category. Neither does Hecate.
No, but I'm still really drawn to them as well. So hey Lena, her ears must have been burning because we were just talking about you, Lena. Anyway, so then on October the 5th, the amazing Brandon Callahan will be our guest.
I'm excited about that one.
Of course, you are always excited about that one. I mean, he's one of the most humble people I've ever met.
He really is. For all that he's done and accomplished and everything, he is just really down to earth. He don't get me wrong. He's blunt. He says shit exactly like he sees it and exactly like he thinks it.
Close.
And a lot of people, he comes off as kind of an asshole to a lot of people because of that.
Not to me.
But well,
but you don't come off as an asshole to me either.
I'm kind of the same way. But he. Well, of course it was good. We were actually hoping you could.
Yes, it was good, Lena.
Shed some light. Steph saw a new spirit.
Oh, I did.
In the house, and she was hoping you could. I got a drink. She was hoping you could shed some light on it. I'll let her talk about that
Lena,
for a second.
sorry everybody else watching, but I got to catch Lena up. So I was standing in the bathroom talking to Bella, and all of a sudden, Lena, I'm telling you, I swear Lennon ran behind her. It was definitely a boy. It was definitely a younger boy. Teenager, whatever. And anyways, and I said, Bella, did Lennon just run behind you to his room or something? And she peeked out. She's like, no, he's still on the couch. And I'm like, what about Sophie? Off chance it was Sophie. No, Sophie was asleep on the couch. And so I don't know. I've never picked up on this boy's spirit before in the house, but by God, he flashed right behind Bella. And yes, we were just curious. Maybe Lena could shed some light on who that might be, or if that's a new one, or somebody who followed us home, or what's going on. I don't know. But while Lena is mulling that over, those of you who are not familiar with Brandon Callahan, Jeremiah, you tell about Brandon because he's your buddy.
Years and years.
He's
and
my
years
buddy by
ago,
default.
Years ago, when I was. Let's see here. I guess I had been running Everyday Legacy Paranormal for about 4 years by this time. Of course, it wasn't Everyday Legacy Paranormal yet, but there was a show on the Discovery Channel called Ghost Lab with the... I can't even remember their names. There's a couple of brothers, and they, it was a paranormal show, and they did, some pretty scientific stuff. It was pretty cool. But they had the opportunity. They opened up the...
What? Oh,
Sorry.
what Claire said? Was he wearing blue colored clothes? No. Definitely blue jeans of some kind, but no, his shirt was yellow and white. This kid was either red or blonde hair. And I'm telling you, and he was a white kid. But I'm telling you, like, yeah, that I swear it was like linen. I would have swore it was linen. But then, nope, wasn't linen. He was still in the same place I left him.
So they opened up the opportunity for groups from around the country to become the okay, here.
I am being told that he is a young boy that died nearby. Guide says he may have been hit. Oh, God.
Mid-19th. Wow.
Thank you, Lena. We knew Lena
Okay.
would shed some
Yep.
light on this
Very
subject.
cool.
Thank you,
We'll have
Lena.
to-
Red hair? Is
Red.
that what? Red hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was blonde or red.
We'll have to catch up more about
Yes.
that maybe when you're down here. But so Ghost Lab and the Kling brothers.
Okay.
Kling brothers.
Okay.
That's who it was. Brad and Barry Kling. But they opened up the opportunity for groups, paranormal groups from around the country, to get into a network with them, kind of like the Atlantic Paranormal Society does with the Ghost Hunters team that did you could become a TAPS member, but they were only allowing one affiliate per state. Okay. And I got into the running for that, and we at the time it was Legacy Paranormal was chosen as the Kansas affiliate, and Brandon's team, I can't remember, it's Show Me Paranormal now, or it was shortly after all this. Brandon's team was the Missouri affiliate.
So you had the Kansas team,
Mm-hmm.
and Brandon had the Missouri team, and then you joined forces.
Well, it was just, I mean, that's how Brandon and I got hooked up. You have a good night
Bye,
too, Lena.
Lena.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lena.
I mean, that's how him and I got hooked up. Well, the whole Ghost Lab debacle, you know, those guys turned out to be kind of assholes, but I probably shouldn't say that on the live broadcast, but I just did.
It's our
so.
show. It's our show. You can say what you want.
Anyway, that whole thing kind of fell apart. So, and everyone went their separate ways. But, Brandon and I, since we were, just a couple hours apart, and there was a big chance of us working together, at some point, collaborating on some stuff, we kind of stayed in touch. And he hit me up one day, I think it was like early January 2011. He said, "Hey, I have a lot of free time on my hands right now, and he said that you've told me you've got some vacations saved up, so I wonder what would happen if a couple of us just jumped in a car and went and saw what kind of paranormal bullshit we could get into for about a week." And that's how what many of you guys know as Road Trip Paranormal was born. A lot of people don't know that story, but that's how Road Trip Paranormal was born. Me and Brandon climbing into a car and driving.
Who drove?
Huh?
Who drove? Did you both drive? Take turns?
We kind of took turns, but it was mostly him. It was his car, so he was nervous about letting anyone else drive it. I mean, that's just that's just Brandon. But we climbed in a car. We drove from Galena, Kansas. That's where I met up with Brandon, was in Galena, Kansas. And we drove from Galena, Kansas to Tahlequah, Oklahoma, to New Orleans, stopping several different places along the way. We probably had, oh my God,
I want to go to New Orleans. I've never been to New Orleans. I want to go.
We probably had 96 hours worth of investigating that week, and literally, if we weren't investigating, we were either sleeping or driving.
Wow.
It was crazy.
Wow.
It was so much fun. But there was a book that Brandon wrote that was, the story of that book starts on that trip. And it also gave birth to Road Trip Paranormal, which another good friend also now runs as a haunted historical tour
Yeah.
event company. So, which is all really cool.
Yeah, it is.
So, but yeah, Brandon is an amazing person. He's really smart, and
He's just so down to earth.
And
He's just so down to earth, and like, I was just very, very impressed when I met him. Just his demeanor, his energy, just him. And you know, you two, for being such good friends, like, you are polar. I mean, you were so two different. How am I trying to say this? You couldn't come across. It's like the Odd Couple. Okay, it's like very much like two completely, totally opposite brained people
Goody
come
two shoes
together.
Catholic boy meets Norse Hedgewitch.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
And that's literally what it is. It's you know, but it is. We just hit it off, and he's been a good friend ever since. It's just he's always there. Doesn't matter what he's got going on. You could call him if you're in his inner circle. You could call him any time of the day or night, and he would do whatever he had to make time for you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he would.
Yeah.
So then we also, all right, people. Then, the other one we have scheduled so far. Her name is Jerry. She has a paranormal team, which that's going to be a really fun talk.
Yeah.
She's going to be on October 26th, right before Halloween. That'll be a really great show. We met her at a fair. She got a reading from you, didn't she?
She won a reading over the phone.
She won a reading over the phone.
I don't think she got a reading at the fair, but she did win a reading in one of our giveaways.
We just kind of hit it off, and you know, she gave me some really cool stones that particular fair, and we just really hit it off, stayed in contact, and I actually did not know that she has a paranormal team for a while. And then, I'm like, hey, you want to come on? And she's like, yes. And so,
unless I'm mistaken, her team is a member, is in the Taps family.
I don't know. It might be
the Atlantic Paranormal
We're going to find out on October 26th. We're going to find out.
I could be mistaken about that.
And then on November the 5th, I believe, that first Monday in November, your friend Marie
D. Jones.
Marie D. Jones will be on. She'll be our guest. I'm super excited about this one because you talk about her.
So I mean, she's a very prolific author. She and the vast majority of her books are on the paranormal subject in some way, form, or fashion. Whether it's
time prompt,
all the way from the time prompt phenomena to like celebrity hauntings and everything in between.
Yeah.
Power of mind over matter. All kinds of good shit. And she has she's got a lot. She's also got some screenplays that she's working on.
Oh wow!
And just all kinds of stuff. I'm really humbled that she is taking the time to.
How did you meet her?
Actually, Ben and Claire. When we first did our very first podcast years and years and years, God, what has that been, Ben? Like 10, 11 years ago now? The Paradigm Project. It was our very first podcast back when we were all on ELP together. And I don't remember. I guess it was probably Claire. She just reached out to her, and she agreed to come on the show.
Ben said 10 years. Been 10 years.
Yeah.
We need to have Ben and Claire on.
Yes.
Oh wait, that's coming. That's coming.
They're coming.
Yes, that's coming. October.
Probably, huh?
In October, right?
October for the Darkness Tavern.
Hell yeah.
So yeah.
That's gonna be an awesome.
Yep.
That's gonna be an awesome.
Oh,
one.
and there's also for those of you that follow our other platforms, Ben and I are gonna sit down and have a civil discussion.
A civil discussion, huh?
Yep.
Oh,
on one of our other
I'm gonna make
platforms,
sure.
IMHO.
Like, I'm gonna make a point
And
to
that's going to be the night before Lena's birthday party.
Oh, hell yeah.
So-
I am very excited to. I'm going to make sure that when. But so are you going to actually like have that playing like Tuesday morning? Are you going to have that playing on your regular IMHO Tuesday morning
No, we'll
show?
go live with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll
okay.
go live. It'll be a special event.
Okay.
So
Ben, I'm Claire. I'm super excited. It's going to be great. Speaking of Ben and Claire, yeah, I'm like really excited that
Yeah.
they're
we've got a
gonna
lot of cool
come
stuff
on.
coming up.
Yeah, so that's kind of some of the things. I also have a list of people that I want to reach out to have on for sure because
We did
yeah.
get the clear. By
Oh,
the way.
we
The all
did, we
clear,
did.
by the
Okay,
way.
okay, go.
So we have.
Are you gonna post
we
the
have some-
picture?
Huh?
Are you gonna put the picture up?
I haven't.
you can't?
I haven't
Okay.
downloaded the picture
Gotcha.
yet. But you guys go back in our shows and watch. There is a show with Catherine Kiley from Astriel, and then there's another show with her husband Cliff Kilmer, who is the chieftain of a Norse kindred in out near St. Louis, Missouri. The kindred Ulfvin. And
That was a good talk, man.
yes, that was. Both of those were really
Oh,
good talks.
yeah.
Phenomenal people, amazing people. And we are really, 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 really excited for them right now because the last time we talked to them, Cliff said that they were expecting twins, and the twins have come. They are here. Einar and Astrid,
Yep.
a boy and a girl.
Yep.
I don't know all the specific details, but he did just give me the okay. Congratulations, guys. We are so happy for you. That is awesome.
Yes, and that's such a blessing for them.
Yes.
I mean, and I'm not going to go into detail about why. Obviously, babies are blessings, but especially for them. Like that, my heart goes out to them. I am just elated for them that they have their babies because, you know, hey, Linda's on. Yeah, that's so awesome it's just so cool for them that they finally had their babies.
So let's talk about some spooky shit up until about 8 o'clock. I figure we'll announce the contest winner at 8 o'clock.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Or
Okay.
thereabouts.
Yeah, I'm good with that. So do you Sorry, I had like 3 things.
Brain fart!
No, I had like 3 things all pop. Cliff got on. Oh, we are, Cliff. We're so happy for you and Catherine.
You guys are so awesome. You
Congratulations.
guys, I can't think of anyone that deserves
Yeah.
that kind of a blessing more.
Yeah.
Just thank you so much for being a part of our lives. And
We're the lucky
yes,
ones.
Yes.
We're the lucky ones with that,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You guys are amazing. So amazing. Let's talk about. I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
I don't care. You just name something. I can talk about anything. I'm right at that tipsy point where it's just like I can talk about anything, literally.
You're like, hell yeah. Do you think that on the other side of the veil, spirits, do you think that you think that it takes them like practice to be able to make shit happen in our reality?
I know exactly where that question's coming from.
Where?
Because the movie we watched a couple times over the weekend.
Yes. It's true. Ghost with Patrick Swayze. May he rest in peace. Although I couldn't believe his character in Donnie Darko. Like, what the fuck? Did you ever see Donnie Darko?
I have, but
Patrick
it wasn't that
Swayze-
memorable of a movie for me.
Well, that's sad. It was a great movie to me. Anyways, yeah, in Donnie Darko, he played how do you say, like a life coach, like I don't know, a big piece of shit that actually was.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, well, I don't really want to talk about it, but let's just say I love Donnie Darko, but Patrick Swayze, I was a little like shocked that he took that part because it was
out of character for him.
Yeah, well,
Anyway.
I can't really speak about that, but I can speak about it. Just was kind of like, you shouldn't have done that. Anyways, yeah. So let's talk about that.
You know, honestly, you know, obviously, I haven't, you know, with my current memory set, I haven't been to the other side, so I don't know for sure. But my understanding and my belief is that as we progress through our cycle of lives, there is, when we pass from one life into, you know, to the other side of the veil and then back to this life, there's always kind of a memory gap there. So there's new things to learn all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's got a good point there.
Message from the dark side there is.
Yeah, you know, Charles, you're right.
So
You're right.
I don't usually do this on the show, but I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. So there's always new stuff, new skills, new abilities, new thought processes, energy manipulations, that type of thing. Maybe I'm not. All of a sudden it got really hot. Anyway, so I think most of the time it may not be like a whole new thing that has to be learned from scratch each time, but I think that it does require like relearning or practice, that type of thing, if you're even going to be interested in manipulating physical objects. You know,
True.
The vast majority of spirits probably aren't even interested in that, I wouldn't think, because I mean, if they were, I mean, how many spirits do you think are around us all the time?
That we just can't see.
This place would be going fucking insane. There would be no laws of physics.
That's a good point.
I mean,
That's a good point.
To the educated mind, I mean, the laws of physics would still exist, but to the skeptical mind, like, okay, if gravity is a thing, why is this fucking plate levitating across the kitchen every time I put it up, or whatever?
Right.
You know.
Right.
So I think it's I think there's a lot of spirits that probably just aren't interested in manipulating physical objects. They're probably more interested in what their next step in their cycle is. There's a lot of them that are interested in passing.
Speaking of spirits.
There's a lot of them that are interested in passing information on.
And gravity. So there's a lot of spirits that are interested in passing information on, you say?
Right.
Okay.
You know, I think there are the ones that are interested in all of that, you know, like the, you know, passing information to a living person from the other side of the veil. That would be a skill that they would have to perfect. And I
Right.
think that, you know, they may not completely forget it each time around, but I would think they would have to, like, at least relearn, or, you know, for the lack of a better term in redneck language, knock the rust off.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
for all of that, whether it's just the passing information on, or manipulating physical objects, or interaction of any kind. So,
speaking of that realm of discussion, okay, I still have a hard time believing that objects can be, like, a spirit could, you know, like the Annabelle doll, or, you know, other objects that so, you know, have been, I don't even know what you call it, but, like, I have a hard time with that one. I don't
Okay.
understand why a spirit would want to, you know, sit in an object, or, you know, get attached to an object and make negative shit happen. Like, I would think if you're on the other side, negative or positive wouldn't be really do you think that negative and positive is like a thing to spirits?
So
Because in our perception,
yes, but it's not in the same realm of understanding as the way we look at it.
I have to ask you a question, and it might come off as an asshole question, but I don't mean it that way.
Okay.
How are you so qualified to answer these questions?
Asshole.
I mean it. I'm not
I
trying.
couldn't help that. I could not help that.
I don't
That was-
mean that to be like
I know,
shitty.
I'm just giving you
I know
shit.
it sounded shitty, but I didn't mean it shitty.
I'm just giving you shit.
I know. Well aware. But I mean, really, like,
So,
just sell yourself for a second. Like, why? What makes you know all this shit? Like,
well, I have to come at that from a place of humility because honestly, I don't know that I am, honestly.
okay.
But I have experienced this stuff for the vast majority of my life. I've lived in that Hedgewich area of, riding the Vale.
I'm picturing you on a broomstick, like a surfboard, like riding,
Yeehaw!
like riding it.
Hang 10. So, that area of riding the Vale, I've lived in that spot for the majority of my life. And I'm 47 years old. I'm almost half a century old, which I know there's a lot of people older, but, still that's,
It's a lot of life experience.
half a century is nothing to sneeze at, so I've experienced some things. Everything I presume to know and everything I believe comes from personal experience.
Okay.
So as far as the negative and positive thing, I think there is a negative and positive aspect to spiritual energy, but I think our finite brains can't really fathom or process the true depth of it.
I agree with that. I think it would be like system overload if we were
Yeah.
to experience anything like
You know,
that.
I don't really think there's anything that's just pure black and white. There are a sickening number of shades of gray.
I have learned that because of you.
That's just my point of view.
So
You know,
people,
that's-
when
that's-
Jeremiah and I first met, like, I am very much a black and white person, and he is very much not a black and white person. He's all about the gray. The gray, there's lots of possibilities in between black and white. So, yeah, I will give you credit for that. That I've come a long way as far as
Mhm.
my thinking process with things
Right.
compared to how I used to.
But you're back to your original question as far as why a spirit would bother with attaching itself to an object.
Yeah.
That is okay. So human beings tend to be on the materialistic side.
Yes.
Okay, they develop attachments to things.
Yes.
Okay, now just bear with me because it's gonna. I've got to kind of come around in a circle to get where I'm going with this. But outside of just being a materialistic weasel, most of the time those attachments are pretty emotional.
Yes.
Okay. Emotional attachments have a lot of energy tied up into them. Emotions is a spiritual energy.
Okay.
Okay. Now, for a truly negative entity, that's like candy. That's like food. That's like, and it's a never-ending battery pack.
Okay.
So if a truly negative energy finds something where there is a huge deposit of emotional energy, such as a doll or a music box or
Piece of jewelry.
a piece of jewelry or whatever the fuck it may be. It doesn't matter. Because the point of it is that this thing has an insanely huge amount of emotional energy invested in it, and that becomes a battery pack of sorts. Now, a truly negative entity, which I will say is way, way, way more rare than what most people think. Hollywood has really not done that whole thing
They've
justice.
sensationalized. Hey, on.
I'm sorry. I'm good.
It's on the same. Go ahead.
Let me finish this.
Take a drink.
So,
Go ahead.
A truly negative energy is going to latch onto that. A truly negative energy may latch onto that as a source of energy. It's kind of like a food source.
Okay.
Okay. And, that emotional deposit it never goes away. Emotion is an energy, and on the spiritual side of things, emotion is, and it doesn't matter what emotion it is, but emotion is an energy that is like infinite.
Yeah.
And it's what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but our minds couldn't fathom it.
No.
So, it's just like that. It's a truly like never-ending power supply, a battery pack that these things can plug into.
Like they feed off
Yes.
of it. Okay. So first question, what I was trying to get out a minute ago is, so like, for example, like our items we use for our rituals and ceremonies, okay? Like, I have, something that was grandma's, something that was grandpa's, we have something that was mama's, our honored dead, right?
Right.
So we chose those items because they belonged to those people before they died.
Right.
So is it possible that an object can hold on to energy of, for example, like my wedding ring or, my necklaces or whatever? Is it possible that even if that particular individual wasn't really attached to the items that we chose, because we're incorporating it into our ceremonies, calling upon our honored dead, is it possible that that still holds something? Even if they weren't attached to the item we chose. Like, for example, the item that I picked that was my grandpa's that is incorporated into our sacred items that we use for things, workings and things. It was one of his pipes that, I never even knew he had a pipe collection, but I saw it and I was like, man, that's really, I want this to be the item that goes into our pot of things. Okay. So yeah, what is your take on that?
So that can kind of go two ways,
Like, is it what we make it? Like, it's our intention?
Just because, well, first off, just because you might not have known that was a part of their life, or you might not have known that doesn't mean there wasn't an emotional attachment there to that object.
Okay.
Okay. So there may be something like that on the back side of things that you don't know, but that might be kind of what drew you to that. Okay, but on our end of it, you're kind of going in reverse cycle there. On our end of it, we're not picking that thing because of that person's emotional attachment to that object. We're picking that object because of our emotional attachment
to the person
and ancestral attachment to that person.
Okay, that makes sense. So it does hold weight then
It
for us.
It absolutely does. Because that object is still being charged with all of that energy. And that energy will remain in that object as we pass those down to our kids.
The kids that want them, yes. Which there are a couple, I believe, will continue our path. But, So Charles said, everyday items can build up tons of energy, pocket watches, knife, jewelry, etc. what's really interesting, Charles, your entire list. So, I, we have his Mema's knife. We have my grandpa's pocket watch. And then we have my grandma, one of her rings.
Yep.
Actually, all three of those items he
I
listed.
thought your grandpa's watch was a wristwatch.
It is a wristwatch.
Okay.
It's not. I have it in my jewelry box. I don't have it in, but I still. I have.
Yeah.
But he gave me that before he died. Like he gave me that before he lost his mind.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Grandpa. But you know, yeah. What about that? What about that? When do you think the spirit crosses the veil? Do you think it's before the physical, like when they go unconscious, or do you think it's actually when the heart stops beating? Like what do you think? Clinical versus personal opinion.
So,
what you're taught versus what you think.
From a clinical standpoint, well, I'll say, okay, so I will tell you from both a clinical standpoint and from a
experience,
a sensitive standpoint.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do clinical first.
Having attended several times, many times, when people have actually their lives have actually ended. You know, there's a definitive moment when the heart stops beating. That, you know, we can, you know, call them clinically dead.
So that is
Okay.
when the vital signs cease to be there.
Yes, when there is an absence of vital signs.
Okay.
Okay. Now, is your phone haunted, Claire? So now, on the spiritual side of things, I can say from experience.
Or is it simultaneous? Like it happens at the same time?
So okay, so here's the way. I have to be careful how I answer this.
Do you want to know what I think before you answer it?
Mm-hmm.
I personally, you know, would it be okay? So, because I've been working in hospice since 2011, so that's 9 years. That's a lot of deaths. I've been present at a lot of deaths, people. How many years? Like, would you say comparing our backgrounds with the death side of things? Would you say that you probably have been present for more deaths than I have been present for?
I don't know about
That'd be
that.
hard to. That'd be hard to.
That's not something I really care to keep count on or have a pissing.
Well, I don't
contest
have.
over.
I don't keep count. I mean, I have the.
That was terrible. I'm sorry, but
I have the. I have the memorable. I mean, not that I don't remember all of my patients, but let's be blunt here. It's constantly new people and constantly losing people. And I guarantee you that if I was to see every one of the patients that I've taken care of, I would recognize every single one of them. Might not be able to tell you every single first and last name, but I would bet you for the most part I could tell you all of their first names if I saw their face. But just to spout off, you know, I've been there this many times, I can't do that. But I do have the ones that I'm very, very, you know, really, really left an imprint on my heart for the people I cared for. Okay. So I would say from experience, I personally believe that the spirit leaves the body before they're clinically dead. That's just my personal feeling on the matter. You know, the fuck was that? Did you hear that?
I did. You want to go check?
I'll go check. I have you both beat with deaths. Shit, I was trying to bury toys in the yard when I was little. Literally, I would dig holes and bury toys in the backyard. Okay, I'll be right back, guys.
My experience is, so, and this is me talking. I have to be careful how I answer this because, the vast majority of the time when I'm sitting with a person when they pass, there will be That's weird. I don't know if you guys heard that it was a kid's voice, and it sounded like they just kind of went woo. We heard it plain as day in here, but yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, and she said there's no one out there, but she's gonna go check and see if one of the kids was out in the yard. So yeah, that the vast majority of the time when I've been sitting with a person when they have passed away, there is a tangible. I know, Claire. I read it. I had to agree with you. I couldn't get it out. Oh, it was the birthday girl. Is the birthday girl gonna come say hi? Maybe.
Sit down by Dad.
Well, hello, Miss Bella.
Hi.
Anyway, what are you up to?
Nothing?
Just hanging out?
Yeah.
So this is Bella, and she is our birthday girl tomorrow. She will be the big 11 years old.
Yeah.
She's my mini me.
Kenneth said, Bella Boo.
Hi.
No, I was just,
Tell them what gifts you have, Bella. Jeremiah, ask her that.
what? Tell us about your gifts. Do you want to talk about that?
Like,
The
elaborate
stuff
on the
that
word-
you can,
Elaborate on the word gifts.
the stuff that you can kind of do and sense. You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. No,
What about
that's
your
okay.
hands? Just tell them about your hands, because Aunt Ken has the same thing. Just talk about your hands.
They got some paint on them.
Right now, your hands look like it could be part of a murder scene.
Just tell them about your hand, what you can do with your hands when somebody doesn't feel good. You gotta speak up.
When someone doesn't feel good, I can make them feel better.
Cool.
How?
I can vouch for that, by the way.
How do you do that? Tell the people watching how you do it.
I just rub their back of their feet.
Or you just put your hand on them.
Yeah. I just put my hand on them.
She's nervous.
But she's an empath.
Yes, she is. She's very, very gifted empath.
And she usually can read my mind.
Like I did last night.
Yeah, she is in her mom's head. So, as when you came in and I was talking about people dying, is that going to freak you out if I keep talking about that?
No.
No?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
I don't want no nightmares tonight. No promises.
Hey, have her tell everybody about Frank, about that night in the apartment. Remind her about it.
You remember the night you saw Frank at the apartment?
In the closet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell everyone about that.
There was this black figure in my closet that scared me half to death.
What was one of the other qualities about the black figure?
What color was its face?
It was white. His face was white. Yeah.
Yeah. Was that one of the first time you really remember having an experience like that?
Yeah.
And it was really scary.
Yeah. The second time is when we were at the apartment, and when I was about to go to sleep, I heard a music box start playing, and it sounded like it was coming from under my bed or in the closet, and it scared me, and I freaked out and just ran downstairs.
I think, was I there? I think I remember that. Yeah.
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 You and Mom were there.
Huh. What else? What else has happened? Have you seen anything here? At this place? Or you try to ignore it?
What about when we were at the apartment, your toys? You would tell us about your toys when we moved.
Around Christmas, I think it was, we had these tiny ornaments. We had a penguin, a snowman, and a cat, and they wouldn't move around. So one day we were looking around our apartment in Lennon's room, and we found a note that said something about going to Texas or Michaela's house.
Mm-hmm.
None of us wrote it.
And no one wrote it,
None of us wrote it.
and the penguin was right above it. So we figured
Wow.
that the penguin wrote it.
Wow. That's creepy.
And then, 2 weeks later, the cat and
The cat and
I think it was just the cat. The penguin. It was made out of. I don't know what it was made out of, but it was all torn up, and we think the cat did it.
We don't have pets either.
She's talking about a stuffed cat, by the way, a stuffed animal, not an actual, because we don't have actual pets. So,
Yeah.
wow, crazy stuff. We've had crazy stuff going.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ask her if she knows what her zodiac sign is.
What's your zodiac sign?
I don't know.
Really?
You and Melanie are the same.
Oh, Virgo.
Mm-hmm. You're a Virgo.
What's your moon sign? Do you remember?
No.
Pisces.
It's a Pisces.
Mm-hmm. Your moon sign is Pisces.
Yeah.
She's my emotional little solitary thing.
She made her own spirit board. Talk
Yes.
about that.
Yes, she made her own spirit board.
We didn't really make one. We copied a Ouija board that Dad has.
Yeah, except mine's not really a Ouija board. It's a spirit board.
Yeah.
The same basic thing. It's just Ouija board is like a brand name patented board game.
Yeah.
Bella, what do you think happens after you die?
If y'all couldn't hear that, Steph just asked her what she thinks happens after we die.
Either get reincarnated or we just stay as spirits.
Cool.
What do you think about what Dad and I do?
You guys do a lot of stuff.
Like the rituals and stuff. Tell them about when we were at the farm and we had Lunacid and what all of you guys asked for about a house. Tell them about that.
Wait, what?
Remember when we had all you guys write down what you wanted when we were able to find a house and stuff? And everybody wrote the same thing and we got it.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that? That's okay.
We did found there's this weird fish, or we don't know if it's a fish. It probably is at a pond at our farm, and it's big.
It was a fish. A couple of times when it came to the top, it didn't look like a fish, but it was a fish. It was just a really, really big fish. So monster bass.
Yeah.
We named it Spillway Pete.
Spillway Pete. The legend of Spillway Pete. At the farm where we spent the weekend, I have a picture I could show you, but I caught a really, really big bass fish that we nicknamed Spillway Pete because yeah. Anyway, so
Everybody says
I
happy
feel like I
birthday,
left
Bella.
everyone hanging with what I was talking about when y'all came in here. So can I finish that up right
Yeah,
quick?
you ready to go back in?
Yeah.
Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
We'll tell them, not me.
Bye.
Okay.
You did good.
You did good, baby. Good job. All right, we'll be in a little bit. Love you. Bye bye.
So, I personally think that there's okay. So, the vast majority of the time when I've been sitting with someone who, at the moment that they pass away, the reason that I actually get up and go check on them and check their vital signs again is usually because there's a tangible change in the energy in the room.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And I believe that is when their spirit has left their body, but I don't believe that the body can survive without a spirit attached to it. I know there's stories of like astral projection and stuff like that, but technically when that, with that, there's still an attachment to the body, so the body's able to continue living. But I believe when the spirit leaves the body and all the attachments are severed, it takes away part of the vital energy that helps the body continue to function. So, I think that if it's I technically think that the spirit leaves the body before, in generally speaking, I think the spirit leaves the body before death.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that death will happen shortly after because I don't think the body can continually function without the spirit intact.
And if you think about it, the vital signs don't all stop at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
I mean, there's research right now that says that, in some cases, it's possible that brain function may carry on on some minimal level. Brain function may carry on for sometimes up to days after the heartbeat and respirations have stopped.
Whew, that puts a whole new spin on cremation. Whew.
But I mean, it's
Carl
we're
said
talking
this-
about it. I like that, Carl.
I like
That's
that,
a
Carl.
very, very good way of putting it.
Yes.
But it's a.
Hey, it's 8:18. We need to announce the winner.
Yeah, I was trying to.
Oh, sorry,
trying to
guys.
finish
Bella
this up,
Bella
but-
came in and.
So let me answer Tiffany's question right quick.
Oh, okay.
I do believe that
Oh, people definitely wait.
in most cases, there is someone to greet a person when they pass and their spirit leaves the body. I do believe that.
I also believe that people will hang on. Even if their body is unresponsive, I believe they will hang on until a child, a family member, until they know, not in every case, but in more cases than not, when I've been around people that are dying, even if their body is on I'll say the word autopilot, they're just existing and they're not conscious.
Yeah.
I still believe, it's that spirit sense, they are aware of who is there and who finally gets there, and they will wait to leave
Right.
until they have said, well, as many people as they need, tell them it's okay. I'm going to be fine. It's okay to go. That's why it's so important for, if anybody is in the situation that they've got a parent, a grandparent, a sibling, anybody that is dying, it's so important for everybody to tell that person it's okay to go. Even if, as hard as it may be, they're going whether you want them to or not.
Yeah.
It's very important that, you know, you give that okay, that you
Yeah.
say it's it's okay. See, Mandy agrees.
Yep. And Ben said he believes his mom did hang on, and I believe the same thing about my dad. I think he waited till everyone got there, and then he waited till everyone left.
Ooh, that gave me goosebumps.
You know,
Yeah.
because that's exactly what happened. I mean,
Yes.
I sat there by him all night long.
I know you did.
And I knew full well that, you know, we weren't ever going to actually get to talk to him again, you
Yeah.
know, but I sat there with him all night long. He could have passed at any time and it would have been okay. But the minute that I told him that morning before the doctor came in for rounds, I told him I was going to go freshen up and step outside for a minute. I went outside and I was only halfway through a cigarette and the nurse came and got me and said, you know, you need to come back in.
Well,
Something's happening.
You know, and even like with my grandpa when he died, you know, we were not there. We were actually on our honeymoon when my grandma passed away. But I fully believe that but I've said this, I said it at our reception, for crying out loud. I knew she was going to die 4 days after we got married. I knew she was. Don't you remember? Like, I flat out said it. She was not at our wedding, by the way. She was not at our hand fasting. She was she couldn't make it. But with my grandpa, I remember it like 5:30, 5:35, something like that. I literally, because I hadn't told him the whole few days that he was unresponsive. I had not told him, it's okay. And then I finally, that particular, June 13th, that particular day at like 5:30 something, I knew that I needed to, I just felt compelled that I needed to go. And, I told him, I was going to be okay and he was going to be okay and he was going to see, his family and whatnot. And then I left, and then not even a few minutes after I got back home, Dad called and was like,
yeah,
and I knew when the phone rang,
Yeah.
but I do believe that people do hang on to this life as long as they can. Now, like I said, there are the circumstances that they don't have that option, they oh yes, Mandy, I always love hearing a good story about when people die. Like, that sounds morbid, but I mean it in the most positive way. I really enjoy, because I'm so drawn, I'm so drawn to the end of life, and I'm so drawn to, making sure somebody has the best end of life that they can, because everybody deserves that. The thing about working with dying people is, fundamentally, all of the people that know them and that are close to them, they're in the grieving process, and so the way that they treat the person dying is going to change as soon as somebody's dying comes about, right? But so when we get to go in and we get to take care of these people when they're dying, we know why they're there, but we don't treat them different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we have this unique ability to, you might be dying, but you're still here right now, and treat them as normal as possible.
Right.
I also believe, like Jeremiah and I personally, because of our path and our belief, because everybody's always like, God, how depressing. How do you work with dying people? Blah, blah, blah. Well, I also personally believe that my own beliefs, and I'm sure that, I'm not going to speak for you, but because of what we believe is partly why we can do what we do.
Yeah.
That plays a huge part, and it's, what's very interesting about it is, most of the people that we work with, I can't speak for everybody because I don't know for a fact, but most of the people we work with, they do believe, in heaven and hell and, things that come after. Jeremiah and I, our path is a little bit different than that, but it's still, we do believe that there is stuff goes on after you die. And so it's literally like the physical body is dying and we're there to care for it and make sure they're comfortable, but the spirit doesn't go away. Like, your soul is not dead. Like, your soul goes on to the next place, whatever you believe that may be.
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, I do. I personally believe that people's spirit leaves before they are clinically dead.
Yeah.
Exactly, Charles. There is no end, just a different chapter. Perfect. I also believe that once your spirit detaches from your physical body, I also believe you are very aware of all of your lives that you've lived. All of your, you know what I mean? Like you know what you need to do in the next one. You know, I don't know if, I really don't know if you know right away when you're supposed to come back or if it's all, I don't know. But I do believe that we do choose when we come back.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
I do.
Yeah.
I really do believe that.
So, my mom used to always somehow call us when we got home to Wichita from visiting her. Not sure how she timed it so perfectly, but she did. After we
Aw.
got there and said our goodbyes, we had to leave to head home for clothes and other necessities. As soon as we got home to Wichita, my brother called. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that is. Wow, that gave me chills.
Me too.
That gave me
too.
chills.
Me too.
I don't really know how to preface this or make this transition, but we need to announce this contest.
Perfect timing.
So,
Perfect timing.
yeah.
Okay, so we're not going to say it. We're just going to post the shirt with the saying on the back and preface it. Like I said, thank you everybody who entered. Thank you for all the amazing slogans y'all came up with. Wow, I said y'all. There's my 50% Texan coming through, right? My dad's Texan, by the way. He hasn't. I swear to God, you can take the guy out of Texas, but you can't take Texas out of the guy.
What are you talking about, Carl? You're a demolition expert now. Captain Chaos.
And good old Cindy is chaos control. I will always give her credit for that when I talk about it with people. Okay, on to the contest winner.
Drum roll. So for the Darkness Live
New slogan
contest.
of all of the
Winner
entries.
of the one-off shirt.
I
Or
get one.
Kind of a one-off shirt, a three-off shirt. Steph gets one, I get one, and the winner gets one.
Here's the winner.
I'll read the slogan. And the winner is Shaking Hands with the Darkness, Ben Nichols.
Yay! We love, love, love this slogan. Ben,
Yes.
you nailed it. It's exactly what we were needing and searching for. And yes, so Ben, you won, and we will get you a shirt as quickly as we get
Well,
them.
I'll get the order put in tomorrow. I need. There's the camera. I need your shirt size. So message me your shirt size. We'll get the order put in tomorrow. And
Yeah.
I'm excited. I am really excited. So here's a better look at the shirt that Ben won. Let me get this all hidden away here, and there we go.
You're welcome, Ben.
And
Yes, congratulations, Ben.
front and back, got the Darkness Live logo on the front and the new slogan on the back with credit to Ben.
So what's interesting is when Jeremiah, he compiled a list of all of the people that submitted entries, but I did not know who submitted. Like, you had your list and you picked the ones you, and then when he asked me to look at the list, I didn't actually look at who.
I had my choices written down on my choices number 1 and number 2 written down on a separate piece of paper.
Yeah, and he just wrote down all of them. He's like, which ones do you like? And we'll compare. And like I said, Ben, and then another one was on both of our lists. And like I said, there was 4.
And there were like 4 of them that was a really, really hard choice.
Yeah.
But this one won out. It captures what we wanted. It captures.
It captured it.
It captures everything,
What we needed, yeah.
everything
Yep.
that we wanted, both from the metaphysical side of things as well as the paranormal side of things, and all of that, because it's kind of a combination show. It really is. So,
yes, it is.
Yes, Ben, message me your shirt size, and we will get that in the works. I'll get that ordered as soon as we've got your shirt size.
Hey, people, I have to. Speaking of shirt size, I've got to. Well, actually, when you take this back off, I'll say what I want to say, or when you take the shirt thing off, I'll say what. But yes, Ben, congratulations. I love it. Like I said, and so mine was pretty well a blind. Jeremiah's was not blind, as in he knew who submitted all of the slogans, but my end of it, I did not know. I just saw all of the sayings and picked the ones that I really, really liked, and then, yeah.
So on top of that, we've got one other thing that we need to talk about here, and I'll go back over here to this, because we, the last time we were on, we said that, we'd probably hit, I think we were at like 696 likes, last show, and we probably, I said, we'll probably hit 700 in this next week, so we'll put out, our 700, our celebration for hitting 700 likes, and we kind of blew that out of the water. What are we at? Like we're at
Over 800.
Over 800 now. We blew that away in a week's time.
Yeah.
So, it blows me away. So we're playing catch up on the 700 likes thing. And
Oh yeah, we were gonna do something for 700, weren't we?
Yeah.
What
So we're here in the next few days. I'm gonna shoot for having it done tomorrow, but with the kids starting school tomorrow, we'll see.
Yeah.
But in the next few days, we're gonna put out a post about another, kind of a contest, not really a contest.
Ooh, this is news to me, isn't? Do I know about this?
Probably not
Oh.
entirely. I just,
All right, people,
I
I'm
had
learning.
to shoot from the hip
I'm
on
learning as we go here.
this.
Okay.
I had to shoot from the hip.
Oh yeah, because mine is 979. That's right.
Yeah,
My-
I had to shoot from the hip here because we had to get something done.
Yeah.
Because we we left 700 sitting in the dust.
Which is really cool, man. It's so cool. Like all of you people
So-
and everybody else that liked it, we are so appreciative.
We will put out a post here in the next couple of days, and the rules of the contest are going to be very simple. It's going to be a drawing, not a contest.
Okay.
So you will put out a post with this on it, which is a Darkness Live window sticker that I have already ordered.
Oh.
We ordered 10 of them.
Oh hell yeah.
So we'll have 8 of them to give away.
Okay.
So what we will do, we'll put out a post about it. You got to like the post, and you got to share the post. If you like the post and share the post, we'll put your name in the drawing. And how long you want to go with it? 2 weeks?
8 days.
8 days? That's not going to put us on a show night.
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, I just because we hit 800
Yeah.
days. That's why I thought 8 days. But we can do whatever you want. 7 days.
Let's do. You want to do 7 days? Well, it's going to depend on.
We better do 2 shows out.
Okay, so
Lena's show. When Lena's here.
yeah, that'll work.
Okay. Yeah.
So 2 weeks from tonight, we
21st.
will announce we'll draw the winners, and so 8 of you will get a Darkness Live window sticker.
That we will mail to you. But you better
So-
give us the right address because my God, we sure have been getting a lot of people's like mail that is not us. Have you noticed that?
That doesn't
Same
have
with our
anything to do with
neighbors.
our viewers. That's,
Well, no, I'm just saying that it's kind of like odd because neighbors from all down the road like come bringing us our mail, and
Right,
we get a
yeah.
lot of people's mail
we
that's
don't
not
have.
ours.
I think we don't have the most competent post office here.
I'm not gonna say anything negative about her because she lives down the street. So I don't
Oh,
know.
does she?
Yeah, she lives down the mail person
The
is
mail
lives down
carrier.
the street.
Well, I wasn't
yeah.
talking about the specific mail carrier. I
Oh,
guess I
okay.
kind of had to be, but it's I don't know. It's kind of scary.
You have a spider sat down
Well,
beside her. Now it's
grind
dead.
it into my beard, why don't
Well,
you?
it's dead now. It's not gonna lay eggs in your ear. Hey, so I have to talk about something for a second. So guys, remember how back in July I started the wellness thing with Tay and Lakin, right? So I have to tell you, I started it on July 9th, and on July 18th, I weighed myself at 218. Yes, 218. Ugh. And as of Wednesday, I'm at 189. So their program for me is working very well.
Very well. Very
I feel
well.
like my
it's
face.
almost 30 pounds.
I feel like that's almost Sophie. No,
That's-
that's not quite Sophie.
That's 6 bags of flour.
Yeah. I just had to like say that because it's working and I feel so much better. And yeah, so Tay and Lakin, yeah. What just went across the camera? Oh, I don't know. I wasn't looking at the camera.
I don't know. The cameras have been glitching a little bit.
Thank you, Mandy.
I don't know. It's not out of the question to have some weird stuff happen on the camera here, because I mean
no.
that's just kind of followed us.
Par for
But-
our energy.
Yeah, we've been, but the cameras have been glitching a little bit
Yes.
tonight. So I'll go back in. What time? What are we at here? A little
know.
over an hour and a half. 1 hour 36:24. Okay, so I'll go back and look and see
See what you
if
can
I can
see.
find anything on it. So you got anything else?
I don't. I back to work tomorrow, and
Me too.
see, I'm like lucky though because I like look forward to going to work. So.
Well, I don't.
Well, no, I'm
dread
just
it.
saying me personally.
Yeah.
Like I have yeah, I love what I do. You know.
Mhm.
And it's ever changing. The
Yep,
schedule
it
is
is.
ever changing.
It is.
So, anyways, guys, we love you all, and remember to spread the happiness, like Dr. Blah blah blah. I won't say his name. Medical director said, spread the happiness. Be nice to each other. I don't really know where I was going with that, but yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys. Yeah. I
Again,
think we're-
congratulations, Ben.
Yes,
Ben got the
congratulations.
slogan.
Get me your shirt size.
And we will get you a shirt as soon as they come in.
Yep. And
That means I get to start wearing a shirt,
Yeah.
a black shirt.
Yeah. We'll actually have Darkness
How
Live. We've been
exciting.
talking about getting Darkness Live shirts for a long time.
I know,
So-
man. But yeah, so also don't forget, we're gonna start. When are you gonna post the sticker thing? When are you gonna post it?
I'll get that. I will get that posted tomorrow.
Okay. And don't forget, guys, our guest Tessa next week. She's the one who does the oils, and she knows all kinds of stones, and she's just incredible. And she personalizes stones based on your zodiac and your astrology and things you need. And yeah.
Green tape and blue pills.
Yes. All right, guys. Well, you guys take care. Have a good night. And
Don't forget to join us next week, because we're going to keep shaking hands with the darkness.
oh my God, I love it. Thank you, Ben. You're amazing. Yeah. So there you go. There you have it. No,
That felt really weird, but I like it.
I like it too.
I've been saying don't be afraid of the dark for so long.
I know. And I'm so excited because my children are in there watching The Labyrinth. Just had to throw that out there. So, yeah. Sophie's getting inducted into the Labyrinth family. Which, by the way, the little worm in the beginning of the movie, I bought that stuffed animal years ago, and I still have it. And Bella told me that, because I originally bought it for her years ago, but she said it would always be sitting in her closet staring at her with those creepy eyes. She hates that worm, man. The one that's like, hello, come inside, meet the missus. All right. You guys have a good night. We'll see you
Have
next.
a good night.
Next Monday.
We'll see
do
you
it
next.
again.
Yep. I'm just going to repeat what she says.
Are you drunk yet?
I was drunk about an hour ago.
Oh my God. You're a happy drunk. That's a good thing. All right, guys. Take care. We'll see you later.
Don't forget to shake hands with the darkness.
Yes. I love it. Does that mean I'll shake your hand? Darkness. What can I say? Yes.
Hello,
Hello,
darkness,
darkness.
my old friend. Good night, guys.